My brother and I awakened our beast partners at the same time. He got a common tier beast. Me? I got an epic tier, the Abyss Demon Flood Dragon. But then my own family stabbed me in the back. My parents got on their knees in front of everyone and forced me to hand my beast over to my brother, all because some big shot family in Nanyang City picked my brother to marry their daughter. My old man, Jang Junhai, had been dreaming about this for years, ride his son's coattails straight to the top. And my demon dragon didn't even blink, ditched me and ran straight to my brother, who was about to marry Rich. I wasn't even sad, I was done. I cut the bond with the demon dragon on the spot. Then I turned around and bought a crippled water spirit tortoise and a snake with a busted leg. See, I've got a cheat ability. I can fuse beasts together. Even two broken ones can become a legendary tier black tortoise. Back in the Zhang family hall, watching my parents grin like they'd won, I felt the rage burning inside me. I gripped the faint glow of the contract chain in my hand and said coldly, "Since you all want it so bad, I'll give it to you myself." I squeezed my fist, the contract chain snapped. An agonizing tear ripped through my mind. That's the backlash from breaking a beast bond. I pushed through the pain, steadied myself, and walked out with heavy steps. This toxic place? I didn't want to spend another second here. Then my father's voice came from behind me. "You blaming your old man?" I let out a cold laugh. "Nah, not blaming you at all. But don't you dare blame me later either." I walked out without looking back. 18 years in this house, and it never felt like home. In 3 days, school was kicking off the rookie trial. Pass it, and you qualify for Spark University. I had to bond with a new beast before then. First stop, the jewelry shop. Sold the jade pendant my grandma left me for 200,000 spirit coins. Then I headed straight to the biggest beast shop in Nanyang City, the 10,000 Beast Hall. The main floor was lined with dozens of rare tier beasts, all kinds of shapes and sizes. I spotted a shadow moonwolf. Then I saw the price tag, 800,000 spirit coins. I quietly tightened my grip on my card. 20,000, that's all I had. I awkwardly rubbed my nose. I stopped a staff member and gave an embarrassed smile. "Hey, you guys got anything cheaper?" She shook her head. "Sir, everything on this floor is rare tier. If you want cheaper, you'd have to look at superior tier." Then she paused. "Actually, we do have some damaged stock down in the basement. Way cheaper. I can take you down if you're interested. Just so you know, damaged means damaged. The quality's pretty rough." I didn't hesitate for even a second. "Take me down there." With only 200,000 spirit coins, this was my only shot. We headed down to the basement. The air was thick and cold. Rusty cages were scattered everywhere. All beasts scheduled to be scrapped for materials by tonight. I covered my nose and moved through the cages, scanning with my cheat ability. Shadow Mink, missing its right front leg. Vine Bloom Demon, nearly drained of life force. Nothing. I was starting to lose hope. Then my eyes caught a filthy, waterlogged cage in the corner. One glance, and data flooded my vision. I walked over fast. Inside was a tiny turtle, barely palm-sized, with half its shell completely gone. It was barely alive, struggling to lift its head. Its eyes were full of desperate pleading. Name, Armored Water Spirit Tortoise. Rarity, rare. Status, shell shattered by nearly half, irreparable. Evolution path, Immortal tier Armored Dragon Tortoise, required for Legendary tier Icebone Siege Wanwu. The Armored Water Spirit Tortoise, and the Broken Leg Water Snake. I sucked in a sharp breath. 26 fusion paths. I slowly reached out and ran my hand over the cracked shell. My little brother Zhang Hai's smug face flashed through my mind. The turtle seemed to sense my desire for revenge. The cracks in the shell started radiating heat. I looked down and saw the reflection of the demon dragon in the dirty water. Then the turtle raised its claw and smashed it. I smiled, genuinely impressed. All right then. Let Zhang Hai's dragon be the first stepping stone for our Xuanwu. As for the second beast needed for the fusion, the broken leg water snake, it was right here in this basement. I carefully lifted the tortoise and moved to another cage. Inside, a small black snake not even half a meter long, a scabbed wound at the 7-inch mark, lay there barely breathing. My cheat ability confirmed it. This was the exact component needed to fuse a legendary Icebone Sea Xuanwu. I held down my excitement, carefully picked up the snake and set it next to the tortoise. I looked at the staff member. "Hey, I'll take these two." "Of course, sir, though these two are in really bad shape." I smiled. "Doesn't matter, I'll take them." She saw I wasn't budging, so she dropped it and nodded. "All right, sir. These two are going to be scrapped for materials anyway, so I'll sell them at material price. 50,000 spirit coins each." No hesitation. I pulled out my spirit card and paid 100,000 right then. The staff member's smile got even bigger as she walked me back upstairs. "Hold on, I've still got 100,000 left. Can you grab 3 more materials for me?" I stopped her and listed off the fusion materials I needed. While she was gone, I felt eyes drifting toward me from across the hall. Yo, did that dude really just buy 2 broken beasts? Is he broke or something? What's he gonna do with those dead weight? Nasty comments started rolling in. The little tortoise and snake curled up in my hands. The guilt and shame made them tremble. I could feel it in my palms. I shot a cold look at everyone talking trash, then gently lifted the 2 little guys up to eye level. "Don't listen to them. You 2 are not dead weight. I picked you, that makes you the best in the world. My beasts, nobody else gets a say." Right then, the staff member jogged back over and handed me 3 boxes. I grabbed the materials and walked straight out of the 10,000 Beast Hall and headed to my hotel. I set the tortoise and snake on a towel and gently wiped off the grime and dried blood with warm water. "I'm gonna make you too strong. It might hurt a little. If it gets too bad, just make a sound, I'll stop." Both of them nodded, eyes steady and determined. I smiled, laid out the materials and said, "All right, here we go." The fusion went smoothly, but in the end, the pain got to them. Both passed out. Right then, a golden pillar of light shot up and wrapped around them. The invisible shockwave blew straight through the walls and into the sky, blazing like the sun. At the same time, In the City Lord's Manor in Nanyang City, Lord Su Tinglan was just reviewing defense plans when the conference table in front of him cracked, split clean open by the pressure wave. His pupils shrank. He looked out the window. This golden aura. I've never felt anything like it. There are only two things that could give off something like this. Either a powerful dimensional rift just tore open, or a legendary tier initial beast just appeared. He immediately ruled out the second one. A legendary tier initial beast hasn't been seen in nearly 1,000 years. How could one just show up in Nanyang City? He stood up. Someone get in here. Su Tinglan's face went serious. Sweep the entire perimeter of Nanyang City. Find every dimensional rift now. Back at the hotel, the golden light finally faded. I rushed over to check on them. The tortoise had grown noticeably bigger. The cracks in its shell were healed and now covered with icy blue patterns. The snake had transformed into a black tail wrapped around the shell, with a small ice gold bump growing on top of the head. The two had fully merged into one. I held my breath and checked the new stats. Name, Icebone Sea Xuanwu. Rarity, Legendary. Tier, Bronze. Ice skills, Basalt Fortress, Deep Sea Crush, Xuanwu's Dominion. Evolution path, Myth Tier North Palace Sea God Xuanwu. Required materials, Yin Yang Chaos Jade, 10,000 Year Hollow Essence, North Sea Holy Water, North Star Sand. Fusion path, cannot be fused further. I let out a shaky breath, it actually worked. A real legendary Xuanwu. The kind of beast I'd only ever seen on TV, standing right here in front of me. I tried to calm my heartbeat, watching the little guy still knocked out, gently stroking them. My eyes went cold. Jiang Hai. Don't mind what happens at tomorrow's rookie trial. Big bro's just collecting interest early. Next morning, I brought Xuanwu to the trial entrance. Jiang Hai was already there, surrounded by students. His abyss demon dragon hovered above him. He had his arm around his fiancée, Lin Yachting. Bro Jiang, you're insane. You actually bonded an epic tier dragon? First place in the trial? It's gotta be you, no question.